My Young and the Restless fans, hopefully you're having a magnificent Monday. Yes, we start a new week. We actually, in the last few days of May sweeps, we got some drama going on in Genoa City. And yeah, we got to buckle up as we dive into this drama, the scheming, and the unexpected twist that keeps us on the edge of our seats today. I'm going to give you a few highlights and then we'll unpack all of it. First, we see Billy antagonizes Lily and Devon. We also see Claire turns Kyle down for the nanny job, and then Nate and Audra has a date that does not sit well with Tucker at all. So without any further ado, let's unpack this Genoa City drama for May 20th. Let's start off with the juicy happenings over at the GCAC foyer where Sally Spectra and Audra bump into each other. Now, Sally, ever the fashionista, can't help but notice that Audra is looking stunning and seems to have smoothed things over with Tucker. Well, at least so she thinks. But wait, there's more. Audra casually drops the bombshell that she's having dinner with someone else tonight, none other than Nate Hastings. Now, Sally, clearly taken aback, reminds her that she and Tucker were almost jetting off to Paris in a whirlwind romance. Audra, seeking something low-key to avoid stress, assures her that this is just a casual dinner. And she said, well, what are you going to do if you decide to move on? She said she might still consider taking Tucker's company, but right now she's thinking about dinner with Nate. Speaking of Nate, meanwhile at Chancellor-Winters, Devon and Lily are deep in a strategy session when she gets flowers. And it's none other than Billy saying, hey, I want to send you guys some flowers, letting you know that I knew about that vote. And yeah, too bad, so sad, it didn't happen. Nate then strolls in, dropping his own bombshell about taking Audra out. Now that didn't sit well, of course, with Devon and Lily, who doesn't trust Audra one bit. Now Devon then reveals the shocking news after he leaves that Phyllis was a mole leaking information, and a revelation that doesn't surprise Lily. And of course, he said, she quit before I could fire her. They then commiserate over their frustration with none other than Billy and Jill, plotting how to navigate these turbulent waters and how, by actually splitting the company, she'll stick around on the Chancellor side. Once the separation has been complete, then she'll join Devon and work over at Hamilton-Winters. And they even talk about putting Mamie on their board and also taking Nate with them. And actually, this is something that not only Mamie suggested, which of course Lily said, you know what, maybe we should have listened to Mamie. She was right. We should have separated the company. But this is also something that Billy wants as well. So it should be easy, unless Billy wants ultimate power, which he could have actually to say so because he has veto power to say, yeah, I thought I wanted to do that, but you know what? No, we're going to keep the company intact. So this could possibly lead to an all-out war. So now Tucker walks into the jazz club and finds Diane sitting at the bar, and she's not happy to see him at all, but he suggests they celebrate all her successes. Now he wonders why she's all by herself, and she claims that she's supposed to be meeting with the client. He starts goading her about family dynasty until she just snaps. He asks if there's a chance, though, that Billy could return to Jabot. Now, she got defensive, and he explained that he's just looking out for Devon. And as far as she knows, Billy is happy at his mom's company. She assumes that there must be an issue between him and Devon. And Diane, yeah, she don't want to get in the middle of this and want to get involved. Over at Society, we have Nate and Audra's dinner kicking off with some wine and some conversation about keeping things personal. Now, their conversation steers away from business, leading to a toast of their own company and a little bit of a flirtatious exchange about their hidden talents. Now, just as things heat up, Tucker crashes the party, trying to weasel his way back into Audra's good graces. But Audra, not missing a beat, brushes him off and heads back to her suite with Nate for a nightcap. then take a seat at the bar. Now, when Sally comes in, he asks Sally for a minute in hopes that she can tell him that he hasn't completely blown things up with Audra. She don't think so. Now, he can understand Audra being upset with him, but now he wonders, is something going on with her and Nate? And if she's doing it to make him jealous, it's working. He worries that he's losing her, and Sally thinks, look, there's hope, but he needs to get his act together. So now we head over to the GCAC where we got Nate and Audra, and they head up to her suite. And then, what did they decide to do? Pour Tucker's scotch, his good scotch. And the tension spikes, of course, when Tucker himself started knocking at the door. Nate, trying to be the knight in shining armor, answers the doors and tells Tucker that Audra is done with him, and he shut the door in his face, leaving Tucker to contemplate his next move as Nate and Audra toast to their newfound alliance. Across town, over at the Abbott estate, Kyle is closing deals and making moves. Now he offers Claire, as she comes by, the nanny job, which she finds meaningful but a little conflicted about. Why? Because after a heartfelt conversation, she decides not to undermine Summer despite Kyle's insistence that his son needs her. And then, guess who enters next? Diane, who confronts Kyle about closing a deal behind her back, and a heated argument ensues with accusations of undermining and sabotage flying between mother and son. Now, despite Diane's orders, Kyle finalizes the deal anyway. And finally, Claire heads to Summer's suite, and of course, Summer is like, oh, congratulations on your new job. However, Claire explains that she turned down the nanny job and why. And they take their conversation to the club where Claire expresses her desire to support Harrison, but only with Summer's approval. Now, despite Claire's plea to make amends and prove that she's changed, Summer, she's stubborn about it. She remains unmoved, unable to forget the past and the pain that she caused her family. Okay, so there you have it. What a day in Genoa City with all of the scheming, confrontations, and unexpected alliances in this episode. Yeah, we got to stay tuned because things are heating up for this beginning of the week. Let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. What do you think about how Billy antagonized Lily and Devon with those flowers? And at the same time, wanting to now split the company in half. I guess Lily have to admit that Devon was right over a year ago. The question is Billy going to actually agree, or is he now going to change his mind because now he has absolute power? Also, Claire turns Kyle down and also tried to get the approval of Summer. Yeah, that didn't work. And at the same time, Kyle, you know you should have talked to Summer. And then what about Nate and Audra's date? I mean, I'm actually looking forward to this couple, which we'll see that a little bit more intimately on the Wednesday episode. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, they were in there drinking Tucker's good scotch, and Nate played knight in shining armor by pretty much shutting down Tucker at the door, and not only shutting him down at the door, slammed that door in his face. Let me know what you think about all of this. Also, make sure you stay tuned for the Bold and the Beautiful recap for today, as well as the week kickoff with a whirlwind of conflicting emotions as Finn and Hope grapple with the tough decision on whether to be Sheila's maid of honor for Hope and Finn being the best man, of course, for Deacon. And then we also have a little bit of a conversation between Steffi and Liam because Steffi is frustrated and concerned about the influence Hope could be having over Finn. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. And until the next one, we'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.